G'day YouTube, welcome back to my channel Bonsai Works. I've got another client tree that I'm working on today. It's a white pine, which is very rare for me to work on white pines, but this is quite a nice specimen. Very hard to tell where the graft is now. It's actually probably grafted onto black pine stock. Very hard to tell. You can't even tell the graft point, I believe. It's probably around here. But it's so well done now that you can't even see. It's such an old tree. This tree, as I said, belongs to a client. It's just needing a wiring, rewire the whole tree. So nothing spectacular in terms of redesign. I think the shape's pretty much set. The owner did gin off this heavy branch in the back here. So it's not, I just need to make sure it's dead and everything, just need to be cleaned up. So the first thing I'll start on is cleaning up that gin and showering it better. And then lime sulfuring it and making it nice and really refined. And you can see a nice clean gin there. It's a bit rough at the moment. So I'm going to carve that back, get it back to bare wood and make it look really nice. It is what it is, it's there. And then I'm going to rewire this whole tree. Problem is there's wire on it at the moment, so these branches have elongated quite a way, and the wire goes about halfway, so it's all got to come off. It's all copper, so I've got to spend a bit of time getting all that wire off, and then just rewiring what needs to be wired. So that's the beauty of this tree, because it's had a good wiring first. I just need to go through it and probably wire all the tertiary branches, maybe secondary. I won't have to wire any of the primary branches, the main heavy ones, so that's awesome. It'll be just getting in there and wiring the secondary branches. Now I can see, looking in here, I can see a lot of wire cutting in, so I have to be very careful. So just spending a bit of time getting through the tree, taking all the wire off, cutting it off. Going to be a bit of a mess, but yeah, that's the first job. Oh, second job. First job is I'll clean up that shari and gin. Next job is take all the wire off and then start the rewiring process. So beautiful white pine. I'm sure it will turn out spectacular. It's a really great tree, but yeah, you can see the refinement required just to get it looking good. There's so many buds on this. So next come spring, it's going to look even better. So. And then the owner will go through the candle breaking, because it's a white pine. You break the candle, not cut it all off. You break it in half pretty much, and continue the process. The other thing is, I will look at cutting back to an inner bud, inner branch even. So some bits I can see are quite elongated, and there's a branch that's a bit further back, or a little branch that's a bit further back. White pines, that's the way to get them back and compacted. You cut back to a bud or a branch. So once they get longer, cut back to a smaller one, so that's how we get refinement on these guys. So it's a big process. This is going to take me quite a few hours, I believe, but it's really looking forward to it, because I haven't done a white pine on my videos ever, I think. And the other way I'm going to get to do it is it's a client tree, so I don't have any white pines in my collection. Just never find the right specimen. I really want to get something that's pretty outstanding to be in my collection. So off I go. Alright, so I've been slowly working through this tree. Firstly, I've cleaned up the gin and the deadwood. I've cleaned that nicely up and repainted lime sulfur on it, so it's really nice. I have wired this whole lower branch. You can probably see how nice and neat it is now. Cleaned up the lower lines, made different levels. There's a nice level in there, levels all the way around, little pads wired out. This tree just needs that level of detail, wiring out and getting it looking good. Probably the key with this tree now is, come springtime when the candles elongate, is breaking them and trying to get those buds back in on the tree. It'd be nice to push some of this growth backwards a little. It's starting to get a little leggy, but it's really nice right at the moment. So I've wired all the branches and just brought the tip a little bit upwards at the end. So they're just tilting up a little bit so they can go upwards like that when they grow the candles, and in spring, so they'll just go upwards. So it looks really nice, this section. Just this lower branch, haven't done this one. This branch isn't done yet, just done the first big, huge branch. Now, I've slightly altered, I think I slightly altered the front. It's slightly not, this was probably the original front in here. I didn't find that was giving the tree the the best view. The gin's hidden a little. The tree kind of, this branch is not in the right position. I don't know, the direction isn't as clear, but a slight turn, just ever so slightly, aligning these two, just gives this direction. I find there's a bit more direction here. I've also tilted the tree upwards from behind just a little bit. It was falling back a little. Now bringing it back forward a little bit actually enhances the tree. So I'm styling the tree in this position, just slightly off where it was originally. Not really much change to the Nabara. Nabara is amazing. It's a beautiful white pine, as I said. Now I'm just going to get back into wiring. So by wiring it fully and completely, we'll get that really good refined look. So yeah, now I'm up to the next branch. I'll just work my way up. Got this one, then this one, and then the top. There's only, as I said, I didn't have to wire the primary branches at all. They're all set. Even the secondary are all set. I'm now looking at tertiary and whatever the fourth, fifth layer down in terms of wiring them. So it's really, really advanced tree. I hope you guys see the level of detail that you got to go to. All right, we'll be back with more updates. All right, everyone. So I have to fight the rain here, but I want to get through this video. It's been raining and cold in Melbourne the last 3 or 4 days, so hard to finish off the work and get this tree completed. I'm really happy with where it is right now. It's been fully wired, as you can see. All copper used throughout the whole tree. Didn't have to wire the primary branches or the main branches. They're pretty much set. Secondary branches also pretty much set. Only doing the third and the fourth and all the tips all wired out. Hopefully you can see all the nice pads, the layers all clean underneath. Try to get as clean as I can underneath. The way to do that is you make sure you angle the candle up, the tips upwards, and then pluck out anything that's hanging down. Very simple. I have changed the front slightly, so it's I'm not 100% sure you can see it exactly on the camera, but the pot is a little bit angled now. The reason I did that is now the tree seems a bit more centered. This is kind of fitting in the right spot. Before it was leaning over too much, I found there's nice direction in this branch. This branch is a little long, but there's not much I can do with it right now. Maybe when the flush of new growth comes through springtime and in summer, etc., we can work on reducing the tree a bit. But overall, really liked working on this tree. Lots of wiring happened pretty much, and then positioning all the branches. It's looking really nice now. Few areas in the top that need to be thinned out a little bit more. I can see little bits hanging out here and there, but that just takes time. There's lots of buds on this tree, which is really good news. Means we can cut back even more next year when it buds back and so on, and we handle the candles differently to the black pines. With white pines, we break the candle in half or cut it in half, not take it all off, things like that. Once we do that, get lots of back budding, lots of buds out on the outsides, looking really nice. I will try and turn it, but I'm not sure how much you can actually see when I turn it. I'll try and give it a good spin. I did also angle it forward a little bit more. You'll see the little chock underneath it. Can't go that way anymore, so I'll come back this way. But looking really nice. It's probably a little bit long in the back. I'll just give you the back area. It's a little bit long here, but if I cut that off, I'm going to lose massive branches. So I'm going to have to try and get these smaller ones stronger next year before I can take off bigger ones. I'm hoping my customer is enjoying his tree. I'm sure he does watch the videos, so he gets to see how they turn out before I come back to him, before I deliver back. So hope he really enjoys it and can't wait to see this tree. All in all, really nice tree. I think next year, hopefully this can go in the exhibition at Bonsai Northwest Melbourne. Okay, hoping it can actually be on display. It will look really nice. Any questions you guys have, happy to answer. Actually, I think I did make a incorrect statement earlier. I thought this was parviflora, Japanese white pine parviflora, but I think it's strobus. Because the needles are quite long, and parviflora shouldn't be this long. I don't know, I'm not 100% sure just yet which one it is. They aren't as long as strobus. Strobus are quite long. These are quite half the size of normally see a strobus, but they're double or triple the size as I see a parviflora. So not 100% sure which one it is. I might have to check with the customer again. which one it is. So anyway guys, again, wire your trees, lots of wiring. This is what you can create. I really enjoy it. I think the pot's good. It just need to change the angle and get rid of that yellow dot that's on it. You can probably just see it. But yeah, change the angle. The Nabari looks the best as well now. There, and the Jin actually and the Shari look really good. You can see them. And the tree moves this direction. I think it's come up really nicely with a just slight tweak of an angle on the slight tweak of an angle change, and all good. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it, and there's more trees to come soon.